Hi everyone. My name's Ocean, and in this video I'm going to talk about two topics. I'm going to start by explaining how positive emotions and negative emotions can actually help and work in the work environment. And then second, I'm going to talk about how organizational commitment and employee engagement help a company move forward when they can sometimes when they can cause problems. So, first, positive effects examples means like having good emotions, feeling happy, motivated, or feeling calm, at ease, comfortable. Let's picture a team of employees are working on a creative project, like designing a new product or planning a marketing campaign. Let's say in this scenario that there's positive emotions, and that would be very helpful. Because when people feel more relaxed, they are more likely to share ideas, work together, think creatively. And when they have a positive mood, it can also improve their communication. People are more willing to communicate and talk and work as a team. For example, if a manager is encouraging a team and is celebrating small wins and keeps the environment light and friendly, they're more likely to stay focused and do their best work. And now I'm going to talk about negative effects and how sometimes it can actually be helpful. Negative emotions can sometimes cause the situation to be more serious and urgent. Like, let's picture there's a safety issue at work and there's an important deadline that cannot be missed. A little pressure and stress might push the employees to act more on point and stay more alert and be more cautious. In this scenario, sometimes the negative effect might help people, understand how serious things are. But of course, too much of that is never good and can also negatively affect performances and should only be used when it's necessary. So prompt 2, organizational commitment and employee engagement. How they help an organization. Organizational commitment means like employees, they care about their company and they want to stay. Employee engagement means workers are, involved in their jobs and they're motivated. So when employees are committed and engaged, they usually work better, they work harder, they often show up on time, and they care about doing the best quality work. This helps organizational success because, if an employee feels more connected to their job, they're more likely to reach company goals. Let's think about a scenario where engaged employees are more likely to help coworkers. They're more likely to stay loyal, to suggest improvements because they feel comfortable talking about that stuff. And when the commitment can be cooperative, even though commitment is usually can be counterproductive. When commitment can be counterproductive, even though commitment is usually good, there's sometimes where it causes a problem. Like if an employee is too committed, sometimes they won't make suggestions. They'll just go along with everything that a manager says or that a supervisor says when they should be questioned sometimes. or they'll just stay quiet. This can stop change or innovation. People should be questioning problems and should be making changes. Some highly engaged employees may overwork themselves, and this can lead to burnout and exhaustions. And, performance can be lowered, instead of improved. So we have to look out for that. And in conclusion, emotions can play a big part in, work. Positive is the best for the work environment. It helps people stay creatively. It helps with creativity, and sometimes negative emotions can help too in urgent situations. But organizational commitment and engagement usually help the company succeed. But too much of either or of any of them can sometimes cause stress or prevent change. So, thank you for watching. I hope you guys got something out of it, and I'm looking forward to seeing what everybody else has.